Get ready for an epic journey because Christopher Nolan's new movie, The Odyssey, has dropped a brand new trailer this week. And we have 3 massive reasons why you absolutely need to be excited for this upcoming fantasy action spectacle releasing on July 17, 2026. First up, we are diving deep into the terrifying mythical being Polyphemus, the one-eyed son of Poseidon and Theusa in Greek mythology, who fans are finally getting their first full look at. This Cyclops is towering over everyone in the trailer, and the details revealed about his scaly skin and sinister features are going to leave you speechless. You have to see this creature in full when the movie hits theaters.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we are looking at the gigantic set pieces that Christopher Nolan has planned for the Odyssey, because this film is shaping up to be his secret return to the superhero genre. The trailer shows off incredible practical effects, including scenes of Odysseus leading his men through the Trojan horse during the Trojan War and brutal battles against gigantic soldiers who throw the heroes around like dolls. Plus, the scenes on the sea look unbelievably real, featuring an actual vessel instead of CGI, promising a level of realism you won't see anywhere else. Now, let's talk about the intense political intrigue woven into the Odyssey, where alongside Odysseus's journey home, we see the struggle in Ithaca as suitors vie for Penelope's hand. Robert Pattinson is set to play the antagonist Antinous, and the trailer hints at some incredibly charged dialogue, including his use of daddy, setting up a fascinating dynamic with Tom Holland's Telemachus. This setup promises a thrilling conflict as Antinous' scheme tries to derail Odysseus's homecoming. And finally, this movie is going to be generational, stealing the spotlight from even the Met Gala 2026, as Christopher Nolan's trailer has created massive buzz. We saw Charlize Theron as Circe and Robert Pattinson as Antinous scheming to seize Ithaca, alongside intense sequences from the Trojan War and a chilling confrontation with the Laestrygonians. With Matt Damon as Odysseus, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Lupita Nyong'o, and Zendaya all involved, this cinematic masterpiece, shot with stunning IMAX technology, is set to be an absolute must-see. Don't miss The Odyssey, releasing July 17, 2026. Christopher Nolan's epic fantasy action movie, The Odyssey, has received a new trailer, offering fans an even deeper look at the film ahead of its July 17, 2026 release. The trailer highlighted 3 key elements that promise a spectacular cinematic experience. First is the mythical being Polyphemus, the one-eyed Cyclops son of Poseidon and Theusa. This trailer provides the first full look at the character, revealing him as terrifying, towering over Odysseus' party, and detailed with scaly-like skin and a sinister appearance due to his vertical nose and eye, a significant upgrade from previous portrayals. Second, the trailer showcased Nolan's massive, practical set pieces. Scenes depicted include Odysseus leading his men through the Trojan horse during the Trojan War and intense battles against gigantic soldiers. Furthermore, sequences on the sea, following the escape from Polyphemus, were shot using real-life vessels instead of CGI, enhancing the film's realism and scale. Finally, The Odyssey promises significant political intrigue alongside the adventure. The narrative will explore the tensions in Odysseus' home city as suitors vie for Penelope's hand, with Antinous, played by Robert Pattinson, emerging as a key antagonist. The trailer hinted at some unique dialogue from Pattinson, setting the stage for an exciting dynamic between Antinous and Telemachus, played by Tom Holland, as Antinous plots to prevent Odysseus' return home. Christopher Nolan's upcoming film, The Odyssey, a fantasy action epic based on Homer's ancient Greek epic, is being positioned as a potential secret return to the superhero genre for the director. The film's immense scale and high stakes suggest a cinematic ambition comparable to major superhero productions. Nolan's previous foray into superhero narratives began in the mid-2000s, with Batman Begins in 2005, which evolved into influential sequels like The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Nolan is widely credited with using superheroes to craft larger, more profound stories, despite not having worked in the genre since Man of Steel in 2013. Despite not being explicitly a Marvel or DC property, the Odyssey shares thematic DNA with superhero storytelling. During an appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Nolan discussed the direct influence of Homeric epics on comic book culture, stating that much of modern comic book culture stems from these foundational stories. He likened Homer to George Lucas of his era, suggesting that the desire to believe in gods walking among mortals is a core element of the modern comic book expression. In terms of scope, the Odyssey is built to rival the blockbusters of Marvel and DC, boasting a $250 million budget, which exceeds the cost of many contemporary superhero films. Trailer previews have showcased epic battle sequences across land and sea, including encounters with characters resembling comic book villains, such as a Cyclops. Nolan has assembled a star-studded cast for the project, featuring Matt Damon as Odysseus, the Greek king undertaking a perilous journey home after the Trojan War. The ensemble also includes Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya, and Charlize Theron. The Odyssey is slated to debut in theaters on July 17, 2026. Universal Pictures has unveiled a brand new trailer for its upcoming film adaptation of Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey. The 2.5-minute trailer introduces the star-studded ensemble cast, featuring Matt Damon as the central figure, Odysseus. The trailer opens with Damon conversing with Charlize Theron as Calypso, who prompts him to recount his memories of a wife and a son, and his victory in the war, asking for help to return home. The preview also showcases other key cast members, including Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland, and Anne Hathaway. The trailer features a dramatic exchange where Pattinson's character, Antinous, addresses Hathaway's character, Penelope, stating, "This is a household waiting for a master. I want you to choose me," to which Penelope replies, "Ithaca's king is coming back." Further casting details reveal that Lupita Nyong'o and Zendaya are also part of the production. Universal describes the film as a mythic action epic shot across the world using brand new IMAX film technology, promising the foundational story of Odysseus' 10-year journey home to Ithaca after the Trojan War, complete with interruptions as he battles suitors vying for his throne and his wife, Penelope, and son, Telemachus. Christopher Nolan, who wrote and directed the film, is returning to feature filmmaking with this project, his first since the Oscar-winning Oppenheimer. He also produced the movie alongside his wife, Emma Thomas. The film is scheduled to open in movie theaters on July 17. Christopher Nolan's highly anticipated film, The Odyssey, has ignited massive excitement, stealing the spotlight from events like the Met Gala 2026 following the release of a brand new trailer on May 4th. The clip, unveiled during an episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, featured a strong ensemble cast including Matt Damon as Odysseus, alongside Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, and Lupita Nyong'o. Released on the same day as the Met Gala, the trailer showcased Nolan's ambitious vision for the epic retelling of Homer's tale, featuring Charlize Theron as Circe and Robert Pattinson as Antinous, who schemes to seize Ithaca. The preview also teased dramatic confrontations, including the looming threat of the Cyclops, intense sequences from the Trojan War, and a terrifying encounter with the Laestrygonians, a race of cannibal giants. Set to hit theaters on July 17, 2026, utilizing new IMAX technology, The Odyssey is positioned as a major cinematic event. Netizens have reacted overwhelmingly to the trailer, with many proclaiming the film as absolute cinema and predicting it will be generational. Comments ranged from excitement, such as users noting goosebumps and being stupidly hyped, to praise for Nolan's mythological approach. The success of the trailer appears rooted in Nolan's commitment to practical effects and real locations rather than heavy CGI, which has allowed the grand visuals and intense storytelling to capture global attention. This epic storytelling buzz has effectively overshadowed the ongoing controversies surrounding the Met Gala 2026. While some audience members noted confusion regarding the use of American accents, the overall sentiment is one of anticipation for a cinematic masterpiece. The trailer solidifies the Odyssey as one of the most highly anticipated releases of the year.